There we go. Race. R2, done. No, stupid thing. There we go, done. Right. And starting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the first and annual All-Star race for the Hammered Down Series Truck Series. Running to Darlington. It's going to be 68 laps with stages. So these guys are going to have some restarts, just like they do with the actual All-Star race. I got Ryan here with me for the second week in a row. What's going on, Ryan?
Not too much, man. Just hanging in there.
So, yeah, what do you think? What's your thoughts on Darlington, man?
Tough track. Real tough track. Takes a lot of precision to pass in the corners. Really tricky. Both ends totally different. So, you know, you might have your car set up real good for one end, and it might not just handle right at the other end, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those tracks, man. We raced here. The Cup cars raced here last night, and I mean they put on a hell of a show. First the winner won by like .002.
Oh wow!
I mean, it was like
close
yeah,
finish.
it was a really close finish. I mean, like the top five were like in a pack. But I mean, it is hard to pass here, and you know, my biggest fear that I saw last night, and I think a lot of people are gonna have to pay attention to tonight, is that mystery bump in exit 2. I mean, that thing will shoot you for a loop every time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and if you do what I did last night in the All-Star race, and if I raced anticipating that bump, I never came out of turn 2 clean. So these guys are gonna have to try to put that in the back of their head. This is an All-Star race. It's just for fun. No points involved, just bragging rights. And what's the other thing? Oh, yeah. So the winner will be picking Season 3's All-Star track for trucks. So because this is the first race last season, the Darlington race was picked by the Cup winner, which was Scoop. So we just brought that in for both series. So this season, the inaugural trucks winner will actually get to pick next season's race. And that gives you a pretty good advantage to pick your favorite track.
Right on. So does that mean there's going to be possibly being 2 different races for the All-Star race next year with trucks and Cup?
Yes, I mean, this season there's some different tracks in different spots between the Cup and the trucks, but yes, next season it could come down to a different track for trucks. Now, Scoop did win the All-Star race in the Cup last night. He's been consistently fast here, which is why he picked the track. So, I mean, he may end up being that guy who just picks the same track for both. I would think, though, he would probably pick something different just to, you know, throw a little something in there just to confuse people. But, I mean, it's going to be a good race. I mean, I can see this now. I mean, these are the 10 fastest trucks. I mean, we had 4 cars race their way in last night, or Thursday night. That would be Scoop, Drew, Happy, and Silenced. And then we had a current winner that was not able to race tonight, so the 5th place guy got pulled up. So, I mean, you've got a mix of 5 winners and 5 racings. So, I mean, that's a pretty good mix of talent there.
Oh, absolutely. When I was in that race the other night for the to race my way into the All-Star, I couldn't believe how fast some of them guys were. They were hitting their lines, hitting their marks.
We can go ahead and join in. Did you get invites?
Yes, I did.
All right, go ahead and join in. So I mean, yeah, you were in it. So I mean, you saw how fast people were.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to see that some of these guys. I mean, they can run around and not even touch the wall. It's ridiculous.
And a track like this, that takes a lot of skill. A lot of skill.
It is, and that's why Scoop picks it. Keep an eye on. I'm gonna keep an eye on a few guys. Silenced. Silence isn't really up there in the points, but he's thrown together a couple of good races, and he actually raced his way into this race. So looking to see what Silence can put down. As we join in here, they are coming into 2 right now, and it looks to be Pyle up in the front. Pyle did start out front, so he had the advantage. Looks to be, if I can get here, who's in second place. We got Travis. Yep, that's Travis and P2. I mean, but these guys are just right on top of each other. I mean, right off the rip.
You know, and this is it's nice to see everybody being able to hold their line the way they are and everything, and taking these corners.
Yeah, I mean, and I can. A lot of people will agree with this. It is so hard to run side by side at this track, especially in a turn. So I think the passing point you want to make is probably on the exit of the turns or somewhere on the front or back stretch, and try to get that run and try to outbrake that truck into those turns, because passing in the turns is not easy. I mean, you can get up into somebody, put them in the wall, or if you're on the underside, you can get under that white line and you're going for a ride.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the one key thing is you see a lot of guys run, you know, turn 1 and 2 run totally different than turns 3 and 4. So you see a lot of guys running 1 and 2, and they kind of run the high lane and they want to exit low. And then on turn 3 and 4, you kind of enter low, and then you still kind of want to enter like midway, but you know, not too much out towards that wall. I always find that turn 4 has bumps on the outside lane, and when I get into them, kind of gets me squirrely.
Mm-hmm. Now, as a reminder, these guys are running ×4 wear, so those tires are not going to last very long at all. But I want to thank everybody tuning in right now to Hammer Down. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We do Friday night cup races, Saturday night truck races, and they are usually started around 9:30 every week. Got a couple viewers in here now. King Canute ran the the cup race last night. Had a pretty good run. So Canute, hope you're watching and enjoying. He said his passing was going to be in 3 and 4 for him. So he liked to take the hardest of the turns to pass people. So. Okay. I mean, that's, if your truck can handle it, I mean, you do what you can do. I mean, these cup cars definitely run different than trucks. So, but I mean, you got in turn 1 and 2, you definitely got, it's just a let off, let it roll, and get back on the gas as quickly as you can. Whereas, you know, 3 and 4, you're almost heavy in the brake, because we got a sweet pile in the wall right here. He's kind of clogging up the field right now. Ooh. We got Wide Open up in the lead right now with Travis running second. And we're going to follow Wide Open for a lap right here. Give him
I was going to say, that was going to be my pick for this race. I raced with him the other night, and he seemed really good here.
I think Wide Open has almost every race you can think of if it comes down to fuel mileage. He's shown every season that every race this season that he can get the fuel mileage going. He may not be the fastest. And my suggestion to these guys who have raced with Wide Open this season...
Woo, we got a car around. That was a green and black truck of somebody.
That would be, I believe it's light green or dark green.
It was kind of a light green, like a lime.
That would be Ditch. Ditch, he's one of the winners from this season. Got won to get his way in. Hey, Tiana, what's going on? You know, Tiana, Travis's biggest fan. So, see, we got Scoop here. Scoop is pretty much the league favorite. Everyone thinks he's the favorite to win this race. But going back to Wide Open, I mean, if you're running behind Wide Open, you know his strategy. You know it's coming down to fuel. You know he's going to aim it for fuel. So, honestly, if he's in front of you, I'd back off. Let him lead the whole race, and pit when he pits, and try to play his game. Because I mean, when you're running out front, you're not really saving as much as you would like to be versus running behind somebody else and kicking into that draft and, you know, just maybe going half throttle.
Oh yeah, definitely. That goes with almost any racetrack, you know, that you come to.
And as I say that, Wide Open lets Travis go right by him, so Wide Open is doing exactly what I said. He's a strategist, man.
He's definitely one of them guys that he races his race and races the track. You know, he don't abuse his tires. He keeps good fuel strategy going and everything. You know, he's basically strategic.
Yeah, he is. And then we got Bob Drew here. He's another one of the guys who raced his way in on Thursday. Finished second in Scoop. Those two put on a pretty good show for the All-Star Dash, and I thought they were just going to just ride it out. And you know, just hang out and consider and just accept the fact that, hey, we're going to finish 1-2, we're going to be in the All-Star race. But they actually, towards the end, actually started to race each other and put a good race in.
Oh yeah, and they look a little spread out right now, but that's still close racing here at this track, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got, let's see, so you got Happy right here, right on the bumper of Wide Open.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Happy knows that Wide Open's, I think Happy knows Wide Open's going to try to slow the pace down a little bit and kind of just ride behind Travis. And Happy's not going to let him do it. Happy's going to stay on his bumper and force him to press the gas. Because we got Bob Drew's going to pit a little early here. He's going to hit pit road early. I don't know if it's for damage or if it's for strategy. Maybe try to turn this into a like a 2 pit stop or a 1 pit stop stage. But tonight is 68 laps, 3 stages. I'm not 100% sure of the stage lengths. But right now, running 1, 2, 3, I believe we got Travis. Let's see. Travis and Happy, or Happy's going into pits right now. Ooh, Happy almost missed the pits right there.
Wow, that was close.
We got Travis and Wide Open running 1, 2. Silenced. Followed him right now. He's another guy who raced in and sprayed in last night. Put on a good show. Had a really good race. I like that paint scheme too. It's kind of got a, I don't know, it's kind of got like a Talladega Night feel with the Wonder Bread paint scheme. I'm not sure if you see that, but that's kind of what I see.
Who? Happy's car?
No, Silence, the 52. He's got that Wonder Bread Talladega Night paint scheme.
Yeah, kind of that white, red, or red, white, and blue. Yeah.
Red, white, blue, yellow.
You see, Ditch is struggling. He did have that spin early, but he's in jeopardy of going a lap down right now.
So we got Merck here. Merck won his way into the All-Star race with a win in his debut race last week.
That was an awesome race. I was happy I was there to help broadcast that one.
Yeah, so he's running right here. He's got some nose damage. I don't know if he got involved in something early in the race. You know, a lot of guys don't realize, you do have to check up quite a bit in these turns. I mean, especially when they're that close. Be new here. Was able to get in by finishing 5th in the All-Star race with a winning driver who was not able to run. So he was able to get in based on his 5th place finishing position. Put in a good run. You know, he got where he could, and it kind of worked out for him. So he was able to get into the All-Star race. Looks like we got Silence is going to go ahead and pit.
And I got Travis on pit road as well.
Yep, we got Powell right here. Powell's got Scoop right in his sights. He's going to chase after Scoop. And these guys are Cup teammates, so I think they're going to give each other a little bit of slack here. They're not going to force the issue too much. But Powell running 2nd in points right now behind Happy. Has a win. Did get a win in Daytona, I believe. So he's going to try to put on a good show. He's been pretty consistent all season. He's only running, I think he's missed a couple races because he started part-time, and now he's running full-time. So he did miss a couple races, but he put some good finishes together to get up in the points.
All right.
We got Travis here running looks like he's going across the start-finish line. He's got It's Bob Drew in his mirror, so I'm pretty sure with Bob Drew pitting early, these guys were he was probably a lap down, maybe got his lap back, and then Travis went right back around him.
I believe he's going for like a military type style paint scheme on that 8. I like that. Yeah, I like that as well. I like how it's kind of like that Desert Storm kind of look to it.
Yep. And Travis said that that paint scheme was designed by his brother in honor of their friend who the anniversary of them passing away. So that's a good paint scheme right there. You gotta love it when you let your family pick out your paint schemes.
I've done it, and you know, it doesn't matter how much or where you finish. It's always nice knowing that somebody was backing you and watching the stream or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Travis has Tiana backing him up. Miss Tiana watches every race, cheers on Travis at every race. She's always here. That's a consistent viewer every week.
That's awesome. I know you guys got the Cunninghams. Yep.
Oh, Brad, he is a Scooper fanatic.
Scoop fan, huh?
He is fan number 1 on the totem pole. He is the number 1 fan. He was the first one started watching, and his wife does the merchandise. So if you guys are watching, look in the comments. Brad Cunningham, hit him up on Facebook, or his wife, Kayla Cunningham, to get yourself some merch, some stickers, shirts, hoodies. I think they got trucker hats. I got a shirt from my wife with my name and my number on the back of it. I know you got your hoodie.
I got a hoodie, a t-shirt for my wife. I got 3 cars running around Flint, Michigan with Hammer Down Racing stickers.
There you go. Yeah,
And
I got a sticker on my wheel.
And I got my good old koozie with my drink of choice right now. So
I believe that is going to be the end of stage 1, or a caution. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have my phone out right now. It was charging, so let me pull up Happy Stream here so I can actually get a accurate assessment of what's going on here. Yes, so that was the end of stage 1. Travis and Bob Drew wide open, happy, and scooped for stage 1. So Travis showing a little bit of that muscle. Travis showed a lot of muscle earlier in the season, man. Travis won 2 of the first 3 races.
oh wow.
Like, he came in here like a powerhouse. Won for 2 of the first 3 races, fell back a little bit. But I mean, he's coming back. He's trying to get back in that victory lane. He's been trying so hard. I mean, he's been doing Cup. I know he's been focused a lot on the Cup races since he got put up in Cup, but he's trying to do double duty, and you know, it's hard when you're trying to practice your truck setups and you're trying to practice your Cup setups. It's hard to kind of find that happy medium for the both of them.
Oh yeah, manage your time and everything in between, you know.
So we're gonna rack them up back here with Travis on front row. We got Travis and Bob Drew in row 1, happy, and it looks to be wide open on row 2. So we're gonna start them up again, and we'll see if Travis can hold on that lead again. So it looks like they were able to get through that stage with just 1 pit stop.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe stage 2 is about the same length as stage 1. So
Okay,
they'll still have 1 more pit stop in this stage.
Yeah, they'll be able to get 1 more pit stop, looks like, but one thing I'm going to see right here is I'm going to see if the aggression starts picking up. I mean, you got Drew right here trying to hold that high side, but Travis is holding that bottom side. I mean, you can do that on fresh tires, but you see a couple of those guys in the back, they hit that dip, and that dip is ridiculous. I can't stand it. I wish they would put a patch in to fix it or something. And we got Travis, we got pile into the wall. That's going to be 3 wide, but they held it. It looks like they held it off pretty good.
Man, real good, actually.
That's why these guys are all-stars, man. I mean, they've won races. They've been consistent. They raced their way in, and that's exactly how the all-star race was last night, man.
There's some hard battles going on here.
We got Bob Drew going to try to make a move on the inside of Travis with Happy right on Travis's bumper. Travis going to go into the wall a little bit. Oh. So, new leader, and it's Bob Drew, followed by Travis. Or followed by Happy, and then Travis. That was a good move by Bob Drew. He kind of faked up high, went down low, and just kind of stuck it down there. That was a good move by him. So Travis is going to have some work to do to get back up there into the top. Follow wide open right here. Wide open looks to be running 8th, but I think it's this.
Just spun.
Mark. I caught that. Wonder if we're gonna get a caution for that or not. I do believe that should bring up a caution.
Nope, it's still green.
Man, how is that not a caution? I really hope they fix that in the new game. I mean, these relaxed cautions are so it's either it's going to give it to you for the nitpicky stuff, or it's not going to give it to you for an 8-car wreck.
Absolutely. I hope they fix that in the new one as well. Because, you know, sometimes you scrape the wall and they'll throw a caution. Sometimes you get 5 cars involved and they don't even throw one.
Yeah, it's like you can't run strict, because if somebody hits the wall, it's going to throw the flag immediately.
Exactly.
But if you run relaxed, I mean, you can get 4 cars sitting still on the backstretch, and it's going to be like, what's wrong? You keep going. There's no flag.
Yeah, and that's the risk you fall into running the relaxed, is you never know exactly what they're going to throw it for. And
Exactly.
same thing with strict, though. You know, like you said, you can barely scrape the wall and get one.
So I mean, we've done pretty well with relaxed cautions. I mean, for the beginning of the season, we had a few incidents. A couple of some aggressive moves that were accidents. They weren't necessarily intentional, but brought out some issues. It's been getting better and better and better every week. And, you know, last night in the All-Star race, I don't think there was a single caution.
I think once you start getting into the steady of the season, you guys are halfway through right now. You start getting into the steady of the season, you start learning people, and it really affects your driving because you know how that person in front of you is going to take that corner.
Exactly.
You know? So a lot of trust goes into this. You know, a lot of people think we're just out here beating and banging, but you know, there's actually a long thought process going into a corner, knowing what the person in front of you is potentially going to do.
Yep. So we got Happy's going to dive down and hit pit road early. He looks like he's going to do what Drew did last stage. Drew was the first truck to pit last stage. Now Happy's going to be the first one to do it this stage. But I mean, that shows the commitment of these guys, because these drivers, I mean, we do cup practice on Tuesdays, they do truck practice on Wednesdays, and there's consistently, there's consistently 9-10 cars and trucks every race. I mean, every practice, everyone's there, they're trying. I mean, they're putting in the work, making sure their setups are ready to go, you know, so it shows the hard work of race 9. And coming up next week, just to give everybody a chance, is just to give everybody an idea, this is going to be, next week will be the first week where the trucks and the cup cars are on different tracks. So next week on Friday, the cup cars will be at Canadian Tire, bringing up to those long rounding turns of Canadian Tire, where the trucks will be dirt racing. Eldora. So the trucks will be at Eldora, the cups will be at Canadian Tire. So there's the first, that's actually the second time this season that the trucks and the cup have been on a different track. Thank you, Tiana. There was actually 2 cautions last night in all, and I believe the first one was me when it didn't even let me in the race and we had to restart it.
Going back to the whole setting the car up, and you know, a lot of people don't realize, even though this is a video game, sort of say, these guys put a lot of time and effort into these races. You know, it's actually amazing. Like, I'll get on and I'll see everybody on here working on something, doing something. There's a lot of time.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Oh yeah, a lot of time and dedication. You know, so you know, you can imagine. You know, you hear us broadcasting, but these guys, they communicate with each other, they talk, and there's times where, you know, you're frustrated as heck with the next person in line, but we still go out there and try to do it every week and have fun doing it at the same time. And I love that.
One thing I am very proud about this league is the fact that everyone is out there helping everybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure if, we'll say, for example, somebody riding in the back here, we'll say, we'll go with Silence right now. If Silence went on that in the chat that they're in right now and said, hey, my truck's feel a little too loose, anybody got any suggestions? I bet 9 of those drivers would comment or would respond and say, do this, do that. And it's the same thing. It's the same way with Cup. I mean, Cup is in teams, so you kind of keep your secrets to a minimum. You kind of keep your secrets in your team chats, but I mean, RCR, I mean, for our team chat, I mean, we're steady. Everyone sends their setup for that week into that chat and gives everybody, you get 4 different options to try to run with and try to work with. Everyone in this league works with everybody, and for anybody new coming in who wants to come in, this is what you get. I mean, you get a lot of help. Nobody's afraid to give you a setup if you're in Cup. But I do think on these practice nights that we get, I think the truck guys have a harder job to get their truck set up, because you can do your practice race, you can put your adjustments in on pit road, but guess what? On race day, those adjustments are not in. And you have to remember them, and you actually have to put them down, write them down somewhere, and be able to put those adjustments in on race day. And do it, if there's not a caution, do it within the 10-second time limit of riding down pit road.
Yep. And you know what? I've found, you know, I've ran the trucks, I've ran the cups with you, so I can vouch for definitely the team helper, even outside, because I had Pyle help me out at a track I was going to with Stuart Haas Racing. You know,
and Pyle's Gibbs guy, and he still helped you out.
yeah. He'll give you a setup right off rip. You know what I'm saying? A great guy. But yeah, going to the trucks and everything with it being sliders, you know, there's a lot of adjustments. And I honestly, I'm not comfortable on sliders yet. So a lot of the feedback I get is from the drivers I'm racing with, and they haven't steered me wrong yet. So
we're looking at Travis right here now. Unfortunately, these guys are running custom setups, so normally I would be able to look at somebody's stream and see who at least is in the lead. But unfortunately, I don't have that. So everyone's running a custom. So all I see is a custom truck is leading. So I'm gonna hop off of this stream and go into another one and see if I can.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that Drew is leading this.
So I'm watching right now. Ditch is in second place right now. So Ditch, coming back from an incident earlier in the race, is running P2 right now. Now I'm not sure how many laps are left in the stage. So I'm thinking he's probably going to try to stretch it, see how far he can go.
And I believe that's either the end of the stage or a caution.
Right. So the stage is over. Travis was able to go back and win stage 1 and stage 2, and Ditch was able to get there in second. Now keep this in mind, Travis has won stage 1 and stage 2. Last night in the cup race, Grip won stage 1 and stage 2, but did not win the race. So if we're looking at hammer down, new thing we'll call hammer down trends, the winner of stages 1 and 2 has not won the stage 3. So
ooh,
keep that in mind.
I don't know if I'd want to win the first 2 stages.
But good recovery by Ditch. I mean, Ditch
oh
did
yeah,
have an
absolutely.
issue back in the day.
You know, luckily it was early enough in the race where he could get over it.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a good I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna get in here real quick and add in Mr. Grip once in the party real quick.
Okay.
Get him in here real quick before they start. There we go. See if I can get back in there. And just in time to watch the restart. Look at that. I'm getting faster and faster with that. So we'll get back in here with Travis. So we got Travis on front row with Ditch on the outside of him. And these guys are putting on a show.
Yes, they are.
So, Mr. Grip, what's going on, buddy?
One hell of a show. We got a race here, guys.
Yeah, we do, man.
And then the Hammer Down Race Series, the All-Star Truck Race.
I tell you what, man, I just brought it up, man. If you look at Hammer Down, the trends of the race, the winners of stage 1 and 2 do not win the third stage, and I think you can vouch for that.
I can totally vouch for that, because I stretched the first 2 last night and lost by 10.
Oh man.
So we got Travis's won stage 1 and 2. So
yeah,
he's showing that muscle, man.
Travis.
Yeah.
First.
Then we got Travis running first. Ditch is up here. Ditch had an issue earlier in the race, and he spun and got low, and he's been able to work his way back up to second, finished second to stage 2, and he started second right at the beginning of this stage.
Yeah, but it looks like he's falling all the way to the back of the field with Pyle.
Is that Bob Drew behind?
Yep. Right now, 1, 2, and 3 is Travis, Ditch, and it's Bob Drew.
Oh wow.
So these guys are putting on a good race. This top 4 right here, we got Travis, Ditch, it's Bob Drew, and Merck running 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Where's Wyatt? Is that Wyatt in 5th there?
Is that wide in 5th? I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I thought that was a 2 truck. Death just commented on the stream. He goes, "Really? We're at dirt tomorrow? I don't even know what to do."
I'm actually looking forward to that. I actually practiced a lot for what was supposed to be the dash race, And I thought it was going to be the
I got
Eldora.
confused. I don't know why I had a different schedule than everybody else is, but we got it straightened out. But Death, you might want to get used to it, because if we go to 21 Ignition for Heat Season 3, there's Bristol Dirt, and I can almost guarantee you somebody's going to put that in the schedule.
Absolutely.
But yes, that is Merck in 4th. So the new guy won his first debut race, and now he's making the move for 3rd. So we got Wide Open here. Wide Open looks like he's running 5th. So we got Ditch here. Ditch here is back down to 4th. You got Scoop here. Scoop looks like his Scoop is running 5th. I'm surprised, man. I mean, I expected Scoop to get up front quick and stay up front.
How many people we got watching right now? Does it say 11? Is that 11 comments?
That's 10 viewers, 31 comments.
Oh, wow.
So, and just as a reminder, the winner of this race does get to pick next season's All-Star track. So,
Travis
Grip,
seems
you
to be
just missed
kind of
out
walking
on,
away a little bit.
I got some bad news, Jinx.
What's
we
up?
don't get the game at midnight tonight.
Why not?
Monday night at midnight.
I'm filing a complaint immediately.
Right?
No, well, what confused everybody is everybody was expecting it 2 days early.
Oh, we got Drew in the wall. Drew is in the wall.
Ooh.
And Scoop's going to make the move around him. So Travis is walking away. Go Travis.
He's trying to set a new trend.
Yeah, he is.
I sold him my mod pack, so he doesn't have any fall off.
So we got
Anyways, on the NASCAR 21, the original release date was the 28th. So 2 days early is the 26th. So Monday at midnight is when everybody's stuff will download if you got the digital copy.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of bad reviews, but I know it's the beta, you know.
Oh, we got the 2 around. We got a big wreck with the 2.
Ooh,
oh.
I just caught it.
Bob Drew down. I think we're gonna. We should have a
car
caution.
over.
We need a caution.
8 truck went over on that one, I believe.
Yep, that caution is
He's
out.
down the bottom trying to avoid it. That is a caution.
Oh, and I'm hearing in the chat right now that Merck just found that pothole on the exit of 2. He is not understanding what's going on. We warned people at the beginning of this race that invisible bump. If you were not high enough, so obviously he wasn't ready for it. But that bump will send you.
Oh, absolutely. Now,
We got Travis running in 1st. Looks to be Wide Open in 2nd, Ditch in 3rd, Scoop in 4th, and Happy in 5th. Oh, and we got a shakeup right now. Who's in 1st place? Oh, we got Merck in 1st place. With Ditch on his outside. We can get an aerial view here. See how these guys are entering into the turns.
Oh, Merc.
whoa, there goes the car around.
And there we got Ditch going to make the move on the outside. I'm going to do the crossover on him. Ooh, Travis. Travis took it in a little hot.
And that was Scoop that kind of went down on the apron and lost it.
Yep.
Oh, contact. Look at the wall.
Yeah, he did. Travis kind of put him down and put him in an unawkward position. But I think with Merck being the one who wrecked and him being started up front, I think he didn't pit. So he's already behind the 8-ball with tires. So as you can see, I mean, I'm watching everybody. I'm watching Merck right now, and everyone's really just driving by him.
Ooh, big hard bump from the 29.
Yep.
He didn't pit? Oh, wow.
I'm thinking he didn't pit.
Yeah, he's got to be on old tires the way it's looking.
Yep, so we got Travis chasing down Ditch. And, I mean, Travis has been the strongest truck all race, so we're going to see if he can get that lead back. Yep, so right now, 1, 2, 3 is a Ditch, Travis. Looks to be wide open. SBR, or I'm sorry, it's Bob Drew. Forgot it's not SBR anymore. And it looks to be, I'm trying to see that, it looks like Happy in 5th. We got 4 cars. I mean, it's shaping up to have a pretty good pack coming across the finish line at the end of the race like it was last night.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how many cars you have across the line last night? In a pack, I think half the field, right?
I think, yeah.
Merc couldn't handle it anymore. He's bringing it in.
4 tenths. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly.
I saw the message. I just can't remember what it said. But yeah, I got these 4 cars. These 4 trucks right here are putting in work. I mean, just showing they can run smooth lines, run close to each other, not wreck each other. We got wide open. Is going to try to make that move on the inside, but that is really hard to do if you make that move late. I mean, you kind of got to set that move up probably on the exit of 2 to make that move. But we got Travis going to make a move on the inside of the ditch here. He wants that lead back. Travis wants that lead back.
Wide open's following.
Travis back to the lead. So we got Travis back to the lead where he's been most of the night. Followed by wide open. It's Bob Drew. Looks like Happy and Ditch. I don't know if Ditch hit the wall, but he fell back from 1st to 5th. I'm not sure what happened with him. I didn't get a chance to see it. Unfortunately, we can't catch everything on this, but we do our best. But we got wide open with It's Bob Drew, who's been running up front most of the day. He's on wide open's tail. Grip, you've been in here long enough, or in the season long enough. I told him at the beginning of the race, like, wide open's a strategist, and if this comes down to fuel mileage, your best bet is you just follow him.
Yep.
If he's running slow, you run slow.
Yep. He pits, you pit.
He pits, you pit. If he stays out, you stretch it. He's going to make the move on the inside of Travis here. Travis is going to try to block him. Travis is going to cut his nose off a little bit, but
ooh, he holds it. He holds it.
I don't know if that was the result of Travis coming down the block, or was that invisible bump?
Almost looked like he got loose coming off of that corner and it shot him left.
Was that the bump?
I believe it was. He tried to get back on the gas too early or something out of that turn, or caught the bump, something.
All right, so we have confirmed that Merc is out of the race.
Uh-oh.
We got It's Be New running the same position I was last.
Ooh, Travis in 38, and Travis around.
Oh, Travis.
Dang. Poor Trav.
So that's going to put Bob Drew up in the lead right now with Happy running P2.
And no caution. Might be the hammer down trend.
Oh, man. Tiana is not going to be happy with me. Tiana, I apologize. I am so sorry.
Who is after doing?
That's Merc.
Oh. Wow.
So, King Canute trends.
King Canute.
44 comments, man, and 9 viewers. Thanks everybody for watching, man. They tune in every week. I mean, this is a smaller field than you normally get on a Saturday night, but every Saturday night, 20 to 25 trucks are on the track. So next week, you're going to have possibly 25, 26 trucks
At
running
Eldora.
with
Woo!
the return of Punk Panda himself.
Oh, yes. Good deal. Oh, I get to run with Panda?
Punk Panda is going to
Oh!
make his truck return.
Oh, I cannot wait now. And at Eldora. I used to, man, you know what? That's funny. That is one of the tracks that me and him used to run at where I actually started to know him as a person. And he's a cool guy. I'm glad he actually introduced me to you guys. That's our connection. And
Panda's a great dude. Does a great job on our Friday night Cup broadcasts. Him,
awesome.
B New, Twoon. I think you were in there last night for the All-Star race, and I think you'll be in there for the Cup races until you get if you get pulled up or not.
I would like to be. I wasn't there last night. I was invited, but I didn't know because there was like already like 3 or 4 people.
Happy is around. Tried to make the move on the inside. Tried to make the move on the inside of it's Bob Drew and actually spun it.
I believe it.
Live results.
Caution.
The winner, it's Bob Drew. Silence Killer finishes at P2. Ditch, P3, wide open, P4, B New, P5. Happy 6th, Travis 7th, Scoop 8th, 9th, King Pile, and 10th for Mark. So let's get It's Bob Drew in here and see if he has an idea of a...
And you said that was a custom paint scheme from who?
Say that again?
Watch next Friday night.
Wasn't Bob Drew's custom paint scheme from his brother?
No, that was Travis.
Oh, that was Travis. Okay.
Yep. So we're going to get It's Bob Drew in here. See what he thought about that. Another great race every week with these trucks. What a race.
Yeah, that was an exciting one to watch.
Tiana, I apologize. I will apologize to Travis. That's my teammate. I don't wish that upon him. Definitely had the stronger truck tonight. I'll give him that. But we're going to send an invite to It's Bob Drew here. We're going to see if he can jump in here. And
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. What's going on, man? Congratulations for winning the inaugural Hammer Down Truck Series All-Star race.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That was difficult, but it was fun. It's pretty clean overall.
Yeah, what'd you think coming to the end of the race when you saw Travis take a little spin right there? I mean, you were chasing him most of the night.
Yeah, I seen him get. I like racing, so I'd rather like door to door and race for a win. So seeing him get spun out was kind of sad to see. And then I had Happy. I think it was Happy who was chasing me in the last couple laps, and I was running for my life. So it was fun. It's a difficult track. You got the turn 2 little dip, and then you got no room to really race people. So
yeah, I saw a lot of people fall victim to that mystery bump. The little thing that nobody pays attention to until it actually happens. So you, my friend, get to pick Season 3's All-Star track.
I was debating. I heard that as soon as they said that I won, and I was like, Kansas. Immediately.
Ooh.
That immediately came to mind.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one. So
I'm feeling Kansas. I like that.
All right. So Scoop has not made his pick yet, but you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bob Drew has chosen Kansas for the Season 3 All-Star race for the trucks. Now, if we do get into 21 ignition when they get the private lobbies going, the secondary elite series will be Cup sliders because there is only Cup cars in that game. So, and it's going to be Cup sliders everywhere. So, might just have to do 2 fields or 1 big field. I don't know. If it's 1 big field, then may have to get everybody in the trucks or from trucks into Cup, and then have you and Scoop decide on what you want the All-Star race to be based on what he sees, or he wants. Might have to come up to an agreement on that one. But great win, Bob. Good race. Love that military paint scheme.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I want to give a shout out. I do have to do this every time I win a race and I'm on a broadcast. I want to give a shout out to my daughter Mila. She always likes it when I say her name on TV. So
Nice.
There you go, Mila. You are Hammer Down famous now.
Exactly.
So
Love
now
that.
you just got to get Daddy to get you a Hammer Down T-shirt.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, I'll get her a 4T. She'll be all right. I'll get her a
There
little
you go.
4T
There you go. There you go.
I'm
So,
telling you, the Cunninghams are great. They probably could do it.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
they'll
cheaper
put
too for a little bitty shirt.
No, yeah. I mean, I got a shirt, stickers, koozies, everything. I think I paid like $50. That included shipping from Washington to Florida.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get
I
some
got mine from Washington to Michigan, so they do an excellent
so-
job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will end it here. Tune in next week, Friday night, Cup Cars at Canadian Tire. Next Saturday night, Trucks at Eldora. So tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next